Talk about the wall. No, and no, I'm not wearing, as you said, a Mexican top team. MTT, bro.
I swore it said Mexican, dude. For some reason, the A was cut off, and I saw like Merican, and there's no R in Mexican, but apparently in my head that meant Mexican. I don't know, man.
This is Steve Mako gear. Shout out to Mako, so I had to pick up one of those. But yeah, man, Flow Combaters, we're here with you. And it's been a while since you've seen Bo and Glow together. That's because Glow went on a walkabout, went on a vacation up in New England, went traveling with a hip hop group. I'll let him tell you about that, his roadie experiences and parking lot hand jobs. Oh, I shouldn't say.
I forgot I told you about that. Oh,
Yeah, anyway, and then we'll talk about
segue.
But yeah, you take it from here.
So, I mean, this past weekend on FloCombat, Flow Grappling was absolutely bananas. I'm talking, how many? We had 4 events. Flow Grappling had SUG, of course, and Submission Underground 3, man. Just how good was it? By far the best Submission Underground so far. The fights completely lived up. I'll throw it out there. UFC, clearly better than pure Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The stats are right there. There's no arguing it. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. Mendes beats Jeff Glover and Shoeface taps out Tonin. That clearly means that UFC fighters are better at Jiu-Jitsu than pure Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters. That's just math. That's simple arithmetic.
It does, but in full disclosure, as you know, most of you know, Hunter or Glow here runs the Flow Combat Twitter. He said when I was forging up that tweet last night, he said make sure you put asterisk runs away so people don't murder you. But yeah, that's exactly right, man. What Sug promises, that what Chael promised when we launched Submission Underground was that he wanted to quote unquote make grappling great again. But what he definitely wanted and promised to do was to make it gritty and make it exciting. And that card last night was awesome from the undercard all the way up. And I love how this thing's evolving. The last card was really MMA versus BJJ heavy, and now, like last night, we had Dylan Dennis, we had AJ Agazarm, we had Gordon Ryan, Gary Tonin. Those are monsters in the jiu-jitsu community. And to have those on, Flow Grappling, Flow Combat, to have it under the SUG label was fantastic. And then I think, with this, to see Chad Mendes come on, because technically Chad got tapped. But he tapped Jeff Glover quicker. I mean, it was just crazy, man. Like I don't think I've ever typed shit so fast. Like I was like, oh my gosh, can you feel it?
We could definitely feel it, man. And it's so funny that you went with the holy shit tweet, because I had the same one the night before with that Next Level Fight Club event that we were showing on Flow Combat, dude. The heavyweight the heavyweight title fight, man, the main event, Alan Crowder took on Chase Gamble. Chase Gamble took this fight on like 10 minutes notice, dude. Like almost literally 10 minutes notice.
Didn't he go up 2 weight classes?
Yeah, he was small. He weighed in at 207. No weight cut. Came in straight up at 207 for a heavyweight title fight. So that was the last option, man. And they had to get somebody for Crowder, and he stepped up and honestly fought a good fight up until that slam. I mean, he was debatably winning that, controlling all the grappling exchanges, had Crowder down and in some trouble a couple times. But Crowder, dude, that lift and slam was, like we said, just need to take a moment to just pray after that one, because that was the pure violence, brutality, synonyms, bust out the thesaurus for that one, hit him. God, dude, that was just an example of why you can't miss something like that. You just never know. Like these cards, we've seen so much stuff like that where it's just the most brutal or just technically nice. I mean, we had a fight with Devante Smith and John Gunther on that RFO card, and these are 2 top 5 ranked lightweights in the Ohio region. Ohio produces some pretty damn good MMA fighters, if you haven't noticed, with Stiopich and Stipopich.
Kalabib.
Kalabib.
Shout out to Bad Flavor, Joey Diaz.
Yeah. And Cody Garbrandt, of course. So, I mean, that Ohio Valley produces some killer fighters, 2 top 5 lightweights. Devante Smith had Gunther out on the feet in round 1, dude. And Gunther, the announcer actually said, if Gunther survives this, he's the toughest human being in America. And not only did Gunther survive, he came back and TKO'd Devante in the 3rd round. So it was a classic back and forth. I mean, just awesome fight. And both those guys have bright futures. So, I mean, loaded with events. And if y'all missed it, all the archives are up, and I highly recommend you get on. Specifically the ones we mentioned, but there's more. We could talk for an hour on everything that went down easy.
Yeah, I'm big on Devante, man. I think Devante, Johnny Cage has got some. It has a bright future. But that's what I'm saying with that fight. I could see those two guys fight 5 times. Run that back, let them go, and that's what Glow is saying about the cards that we've had on FloCombat. It's interesting because the regional scene has changed. If you haven't paid attention, if you only watch UFC and some Bellator, the regional scene in the last 5 years has really beefed up, because now before guys could maybe get 2 or 3 pro fights and then they went straight to the UFC or whatever. Now guys are trying to build their record on the regional circuit, and the regional circuit's so competitive now. You have guys like Dylan Callow, who's like 4-1, tough to get fights. Hannah Rokula or Scoggins, congratulations. Hannah and Justin Tank Scoggins just got married, so congratulations to those lovely kids. But it's hard for that level to get fights. At FloCombat on the weekends, especially like this past weekend, there's 4 damn cards. It's all the madness from Ohio. Where else were we at? Because Brian Rogers on the Ohio card. Next Level was in North Carolina. Yeah.
Yep.
We were all over the place.
Portland for Rumble at the Roseland, and the karate event was in Paris. So I mean, international now. FloCombat's going international on you. So that's fun.
So we check out all those archives. Check out the stuff what we have from Submission Underground 3. There's some great things, but we're also, before we leave, we're going to update you, because I know these faces look a little different. I think these people, you're like, man, Bullet Glow's face don't look so round no more, because we're 3 weeks into this damn Johny Hendricks FloCombat weight cut challenge. And this, how you doing? How you doing, Glow?
Doing wonderful, man. No more cravings. The diet's kind of settled into a place where I just like eating this stuff, and it's just kind of normal. It's not killing me anymore, I think I've run more in the past 3 weeks than I have like the previous 8 years combined before this 3 weeks. So hitting the road a lot, man. Getting them jogs in. It's snowy and icy, but that can't stop me from winning this challenge. So I'm about 7 pounds out from the goal of 20 pounds lost right now. So we're going to nail it, man. I'm going to cruise right in there. And I think you're doing the same, right? You're like 5 pounds out right now or something.
Yeah, I am. As of this morning, I'm 5.7 pounds out. And so what speaking with our FloCombat friend Jim Miller, I was thinking about tomorrow, just to see it kind of suffer a little bit, just to kind of sweat out that 5. Just kind of put myself through it, hit the mark, and come back. But then I was like, that's going to be a little, who knew to get that uncomfortable, But yeah, we're doing it, and we'll have a journal update for you this week. We'll have some more, another video update this week. And then as we get closer, we've been taking pictures, we've been doing all these things. So you'll see what 6 weeks of a real hardcore diet and looks like. But right now I feel great. You look good, man. You look fantastic. I think you actually look like you have a tan, dog.
Whoa. I don't know if a tan is a side effect. All along, that's all I had to do was eat right and exercise, and I would get a tan.
Oh, man. All right, FloCombaters. Well, thank you for sticking with us and rocking as always. Stay tuned for all the news and all the features you want to read, because this is where it's at.